they're also igniting another front against Iran at the same time, right? Because again, it's all one war, right? We are in World War III, right? The conflict is we've already seen the conflict extend into Africa, and now we've seen a restart, a thawing of the frozen Syrian conflict. And there's a lot of very poor understanding of the Turks' role in all of this. I saw an article on RT, a supposed Turkish geopolitical analyst commenting how he expected to see Turkey and Putin and Assad fighting against Hayat Tahrir al-Sham together. And I'm like, what world are you in? Because these jihadists, right, we're talking now a combination of two forces, all right? Because the initial push from the West was these forces of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham and the Turkestan Islamic Party out of Idlib. But now there's also a push from the north by the so-called Turkish Syrian National Army.
I need to add some piece as a man behind some studies on Syrian conflict. You see, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham is controlled by Turkish special forces, by MIT as well. So it's not anymore a project of Western agencies. It's a project directed by Turkey. We know that Turkey is directed by MI6 from Britain as well. It's all about Britain projects on Middle East. But in any case, it's Turkey who is main operator of all these groups. And when Hayat Tahrir al-Sham is the main assault force, as soon as they started to gain more territory and gain access, every other militant groups, they just saw, oh, it's so easy to take Aleppo and other regions. Let's go there. It's like some tribal war. And every other tribes, they see how other tribes get some trophies, and they're just going to Aleppo and other regions for trophies. That's it. Because Hayat Tahrir al-Sham had a huge success, and it was so easy.
These are very large numbers, all right? According to public information, at least, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham numbers some 25 to 30,000, with another perhaps 20 up to 20,000 of the assorted other Salafist groups that operate out of Idlib. And the Turkish directly backed Syrian National Army, quote unquote, has somewhere between 80 to 100,000 jihadis and Islamists under arms, and presumably under Turkish payroll. And it is Turkish artillery that is pounding Syrian forces ahead of these jihadis' advance into Aleppo now. So this is, I mean, it's a very bad situation. Everyone should have been better prepared for this. This is another front, right? They're attempting through color revolution to open a front in Georgia, right? They attempted in the beginning of the conflict the same thing in more or less in Kazakhstan. This is something that both the Syrian government and the Russian military was inevitable, that this was going to be reignited. And again, it counters both Russian and Iranian influence at the same time, and can be seen as assisting Israel in their part of this war. So we're increasingly seeing this conflict spread horizontally, globally, and destabilize more and more regions, right? Syria had a breather for a few years, but now the price is being paid for not carrying on into Idlib, for not, doing what was necessary to make the Turks and their jihadis withdraw from northern Syria.
And it's a hard lesson that our Russian politicians should learn, because if we decide to negotiate and make Minsk 3, then it will lead to the same result. After 3, 5, 7 years, it will be another war.
Yeah, if they do that, then I'd just throw up my arms and give up. I mean, because I was against Minsk 1 and Minsk 2, and from the very beginning. So
back in Russia, we say that God loves Trinity.
God loves things in threes. Yes, that's what we say here too.
Sleboda.